Hey, yo, what is poppin', man? All right, so this time around, oh, this is, wow, that is amazing to start off with because now we get to do this. So, do I want that or, I mean, prepare for battle isn't that serious to me, right? I'd rather have legendary power. We have Rose and ZAMASU today, and we're going to be showcasing them in this exact environment for a couple of turns, and then depending on how they do, we'll lead out from there. But Rose and ZAMASU are link level 10. You guys know me. I try to make sure a unit is link level 10, at least high link levels, right? When they're this old. But then I also want to make sure that it's known there's only 69%. This is not them at their very best. I could give them more additional. I could give them dodge. I definitely would go back and actually, they don't do crazy, absurd. Actually, I would say that's a lie too. They do pretty good. Oh man, here we go with the childish in me. All right, so they do a fair amount of damage. Remember, they do have the support from Rose right now, so Rose is giving them 50% attack and defense. I expect them to have a spectacular turn right here to start out. This is actually ideal. This is great. So yeah, Cell Max doesn't hit incredibly hard. You guys know his super attack. It's more that he super attacks multiple times than the fact that he actually hits hard. Fully built up. Turn 1. This is literally turn 1. They're at a 12 million attack stat. People were... I saw a couple, you know, just the voices, the community, just a couple of, a couple of whispers here and there, insinuating Rose and ZAMASU aren't quite up to par anymore, and I just couldn't let it fly, man. I gotta let y'all know and let y'all see how spectacular they still are, even though they easy aid a while ago. Let me see if I can find their easy aid for, was it Tanabata? About Rose and ZAMASU. Let's see. So, Merciless Condemnation, Rose and ZAMASU. Yeah, they easy aid for Tanabata last year, and then thank you Celebration, of course, for Global. But keep in mind, this unit does a lot. I brought them. You want to know why this happened? This is not my fault. For real, this is not my fault. What happened is I was going to bring... This just pissed me off. I was going to bring 2 ZAMASUs, and then I clicked auto, and it gave me the Vegito, so I'm like... okay, I guess that's fine. And then I grabbed, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I was so excited for the standby, and I got confused with my team build. It's so ugly. We'll be all right, though. The GTs did take a fair amount of damage right there. Alright, so just reading out Rose and ZAMASU's passive once again. By the way, 500k. That's actually 600k. 630k defense with their guard. Spectacular. I will not allow them to be disrespected. So this will be their last turn with guard, but that's not a problem with me, right? I hope it's not a problem with you. Rose and ZAMASU, their 12 key raises attack for the 1 turn, defense 30% for 3 turns, their 18 key raises attack for 1 turn, defense 30% for 6 turns. You constantly want to get them their 18 key super, but they're very key sufficient, so you're not worried about that. They get 15% HP recovery at the start of the turn, along with 2 key and 50% defense. They get an additional 2 key, 50% defense, and they will guard for the first 3 turns from when they appear. They will get 100% attack when they super, and an additional 30% attack and defense, along with 1 key up to a max of 4 and 120% with each attack they receive. Such a simple passive for, one of the oldest LRs in the game, and the way they easy aid fixed everything. I mean, the guard that they have to start off fixed everything. Their HP recovery on a team full of units that love to recover HP. I was just at like 40% HP before I clicked the recording back on. Bro, it's crazy how these guys get. So I hope you guys are really seeing what I mean when I say that they are not at all. They're a very, very viable and valid option on all of your, extreme class-esque teams, because they're one of Tech Merge ZAMASU's best partners. Tech Merge ZAMASU, AGL Merge ZAMASU, Rose Goku Black can't quite keep up with them. Like nowadays, he was always finicky on EZA because of his final blow mechanic, which would very literally be impossible to get in a fight like this. I hate that mechanic so much. I would rather he have a 50% chance to do an additional super than have, that final blow mechanic, or recover, 15% HP, 10% HP even, than have some of these, along with like an extra stats buff. then have, with an HP restriction, then have this stupid final blow condition. I really hate that mechanic so much. But back to Rose and Zamasu, their link set, it's old, a lot of you guys know it, but for those that don't, Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Prepare for Battle. Their categories, they are on the 200% lead for Goku and Vegeta, right? Yeah, they are. And then, of course they are. Why would I ask that question? And then, of course, they're on the 200% lead for LR Merge Zamasu, which I'm probably, if we change fights, which is what I'm going to focus on, but I don't feel like we have to change fights. Yeah, Rose is only elite defensively when he's type advantage because his greatly raising defense is good. He comes up just a little short defensively versus most type neutral events. Does that make sense? Right now, Rose and Zamasu 430. So their defensive buff is worn off. I could keep them in slot 1. We will keep them in slot 1. We're actually going to go infinite. And then once we go infinite, this is good. Yeah, this is spectacular because guess what? Now what? Merge Zamasu's are infinite. You guys know. He's creating these tech orbs right here. Exactly. So we're going to have 24 ki, but not just that. The defense that we just lost, guess what that's about to happen? Guess what's about to happen? It's going to compensate. We're right back at 600k. So now most normals wouldn't hurt them, but even if that was your concern and you felt like they were type disadvantaged, once they super attack, trust me, I think they're going to be fairly okay. This is incredible, man. This unit, most LR EZAs do not age this well. They do not age well at all, for that matter. So to know that IQ-wise, just playing the literal game, think real quick about the fact that if you were playing this, look what I did. We had the turns of guard where I could put either unit in slot 1, really, but I chose to put Rose and Zamasu in slot 1. Then when you get infinite Zamasu, let's just say I had 2 merge Zamasus on this team. You get one of them to be infinite. Now everybody's linking up together. You got AGO Zamasu. They're all healing. They're all, Tech Zamasu kind of heals off the fact that he orb changes, right? This infinite state where he's orb changing. He's giving support. They're all, Rose and Zamasu are healing. STR Goku Black is giving support, even though he's not the ideal unit for this. It's a showcase environment. You've got so Big Bad Bosses is everywhere, Dismal Future, all of these 5 or 6 links that they all have are all everywhere. All that does is create an environment where Rose and Goku Black struggle to get exposed unless they're type disadvantaged. And even if they're type, be honest with you, even if they're type disadvantaged on this turn specifically, I would think, we died. Do I want to keep going? I feel like we kind of did enough. Like, this showcase doesn't have to be long at all. We kind of did enough to remind everybody, just a short little reminder of how powerful they still are. But yeah, just creates an environment where all of these Zamasu units are so well fitting. They fit like perfect puzzle pieces, man. The jigsaw took a while to complete, but damn, now that it's here, it is absolutely here. Let me just show y'all the roster, man, just to put it in perspective. And this sounds rough for a lot of people to hear. I actually think that they're better than Fusion into Zamasu. I think they just are. I mean, he brings stuff to the table. Maybe I shouldn't complain about him too much because I only have him at 55%. It's not that he's terrible. I just prefer their guard as my security rather than they can take damage, right? The first couple of attacks before they 18 key super or 12 key, they can take damage, but the instant they get that turn 1 super and they get hit once or maybe twice, they're perfectly okay. I never feel like they're the reason I failed. It's I don't know, man. They'd have to take a super from like first form Cell and then get hit by 2 normals all before they ever got the chance to fully protect themselves. It's hard. So look at these Zamasu units just all over the place now. A year ago, we were fiending. We were like, please give us a new Goku Black. Please give us a new Rose, a Merge Zamasu, something. And now that it's been a year and we have that along with AGL Merge Zamasu's EZA, a lot of these Goku Black units that are fairly washed, and possibly this guy EZA is down in a couple of days, a couple of weeks maybe, during this worldwide celebration. The Zamasu team is well flushed out. It's well flushed out for the moment, at least. It's incredibly hard to beat. And then you add on the extra units, the Majuniors, right? If you need them in cell, physical cell, not quite so much. I just did that to complete the mission. I don't really like Sealess, but whatever. If you want to run Sealess, run Sealess. In a situation, I would not bring them again, right? They would have been under no leader skill. And then you got Goatsu and Zamasu, sub EZA. Int Mai is a time traveler support. She does so much. So you wouldn't run her on this leader skill, but you could run her on the AGL Vegito blue team. There's a lot here, man. There's so much here. I really like the way that they flushed out this team. In the span of 2 weeks, this is a massive amount of buffs that brought all of the units that were dying back up to the surface and gave them a whole bunch of relevance. Hope you guys enjoyed. It is the Young King Hitman. I hope you guys like Rose and Zamasu as much as I do right now, and I don't even have them rainbowed. Young Hitman is off this.